Welcome back to the Chad Show. I'm Chad, and this is OverReactions. Now, this is my first attempt at overreacting to a music video. I love watching reaction videos to all types of music. I spend most of my time watching those than I do watching reactions to other stuff. I typically do it to other stuff, so a little role reversal for me here. This video, as you can see above, is falling in reverse, voices in my head. I've seen this video. I'm not faking the funk here. I'm not saying that was my first reaction. No, I've seen a lot of things in this video that jump out at me that I really want to highlight here. My background from the Marine Corps over 20 years ago, I went straight into stunt work, both live action and some film and TV. A lot of fight blocking, choreography, gags, such as hanging, drags, stuff like that. So in this video, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. And yeah, I just want to talk to it because I see a lot of, oh, wow, reactions, but not much coming out about what's really going on. And I'm not trying to ruin the magic for people. What I'm trying to do is highlight the level of skill and attention to detail that was taken in the making of this video, because it is truly impressive. Having done it, and not even at the level that they're at, I've done it at a much lower level with much less at my disposal as far as resources and equipment. So yeah, let's get on into it. This is Voices in My Head by Falling in Reverse.
The voices in my head keep on telling me to pray, cause I'm spinning like a carousel, circling the train. Hit the bottom of the bottle, I don't wanna feel the pain, but that is all I got for now. I don't wanna talk about the voices in my head keep on begging me to stay. If I pull the trigger now, then the demons go away. And I know my time is coming, so there ain't no time to waste. So that is all I got for now. I don't wanna talk about the voices in my head keep telling.
This shot in the jail cell. Obviously, it's green screen, but they took a lot of steps to really minimize the green screen effect to draw you in. They've got multiple layers to it. They got him behind the bars. They got him surrounded by bars, so you have light angles cutting across. And I'm not a cinematographer. I'm not a light engineer, any of that crap. This is just what I'm seeing here that really jumps out to me. Now, if you notice here where my arrow is just by my shoulder, there's actual shadow here, as though that's his shadow being cast by these floodlights up on the ceiling. It's just really, really cool. Really cool, Hannibal Lecter, Harlequin, whatever inspired shot. And there's a lot of callbacks, Easter eggs in this video. So it makes it a lot of fun to watch. You're always picking stuff up. Like he's got a crapper right there in the corner. Oh, this buffering, man.
Begging me to stay. If I pull the trigger now, then the demons go away. And I know my time is coming, so there ain't no time to waste. So that is all I got for now. I don't want to talk about the voices in my head keep telling me to choose. All
right, shot centered up on him. You have what appears to be two different doorways, one on either side. Watch what they do with the camera switch here.
It's heaven or hell, like it's do or die. I'm a sad boy, you know better.
They swing it to like a 45 to the left door. So the door is tight in perspective to Ronnie here. The door opens, and the second it opens and the next Ronnie walks in, it opens up by panning to the left, keeping the two in the same relative point in space. And so it helps, I imagine that's to, one, keep your principles in the center of the screen, but that helps with your multimedia platforms too. Very intelligent move. Very intelligent move. They could have kept it on that one central shot and gotten on with the day, but they chose to do multiple shots, multiple angles here to do what is a seemingly seamless continual shot, but it's actually multiple camera angles into a moving handheld or dolly on this specific angle.
Please don't make this last forever.
He's so good. Look at his face. He's all like, you got a chunk of brain and hair flying in the air. Just really well done. Obviously, that shot is either done broken up in sequence where Ronnie sitting hairband. Ronnie is sitting is not in the chair for the shot, and then they plug him back in for a safe blank shot, or they just CG'd the actual shot. But still so cool. You can see like they actually animated the splatter. I love the pistol whip. And I love his body presence. Look at that. Very big. Dude, when I first noticed that you can see the blade going through his cheek, oh, I got sympathy pains, man. It's just details. Good power stance. Look at his. Now, this is Rock 101. Like power stance, power stance, power stance. They're all doing it, and it really sells the music. They could be playing this clean, sitting on a bar stool and not putting anything into it. But if somebody's sitting in the back row of a huge amphitheater watching this live, it'd be boring as all get out. It might as well just be listening to a stereo, right? But by animating it with full body presence, it just really sells it. And they're doing it here in the video. He has excellent spatial awareness. He knows where his body's at. All his movements are bold, big, so that the person in the back row can see. And that's really awesome. That's really awesome. He's not playing to the front row. He's playing to the back row in the cheap seats. This buffer. Big movement. Getting hung sucks, dude. I've been hung like a few hundred times. And you have to wear a harness underneath your costume. You know, it's a 6-point harness over the arms, under the arms, around your chest, and then like a belt with under your groin. Hopefully you don't get a nut trapped. It's not comfortable. Not comfortable. All your weight's on that. It's not on the actual news. But they had some pros involved with this to pull that gag off. I really like how they lifted him with it. I'm losing my mind, but I don't want to talk about it. Voices in my head keep giving me the worst advice. Kamikaze crash like a suicide. I'm a lost boy. The UFOs. Please don't make this last forever. Voices in my head keep telling me that I'm insane. Look at his presence as he walks through the set. That's Suicide Fall, man. Now the shot where as it rolls into the shot, the camera chases him out the window. That could be a rope trick. They could have him on a descender going down for that shot, or he could be laying on a stool or dolly and on a green screen. Who knows? It looks great. They really sold it well. Glass looks cool. If that's not real glass, I'm impressed. If you notice, he keeps doing this. A second ago, he did the slit throat, but he keeps doing this. And a lot of reactors are missing it. And he's even stated it on his own reaction to reaction videos. It's about hypochondria. He's checking his pulse. I know it's a lie. Like he's checking himself constantly. He's telling a story constantly. It's just so impressive. It, believe it or not, it actually reminds me of somebody that I actually studied whenever I really started getting into it. When I started really becoming a student of the craft. And that's Steve McQueen. A lot of actors didn't like working with him because he's always upstaging them, but he never dropped character. And so every shot that he's in the background or right next to like Yul Brynner, he always has like a little prop. And he's doing this while Yul's giving the line of the movie, right? And he's like playing with his whiskey flask, where he kills the bottle and he like looks at it and sets it on a fence post. that's selling it, staying in character, and it's giving your eye something to look for constantly while you're listening. And he's not switching in and out of character; he's constantly in it. And I'm seeing a lot of those little tells here. And I'm not saying that he watches Steve McQueen movies for inspiration. That's just who I was directed to by one of my bosses, who was a very experienced stunt man and stunt director. And he told me, just go watch some Steve McQueen. And I embraced it, and it took my performance to places. It helped break my glass ceiling with my physical delivery and character development. I'm sure there's like pro actors out there like, dude, this guy's full of crap. Whatever. This part is so killer, dude. Now watch here. Watch the guys on the flanks. Watch their head nods. They're not in sequence. See that? It's not a cut and paste multiple copy of him standing there in front of a green screen. He stood in every position and they recorded it. Or they had some other trick. But those head nods are not truly in sync, as though they're all individuals doing it. You'll see they're not doing this together with their heads. Anyways, what do I do with my hands? I don't know. I'm sorry for pausing so much. There's just so much cool stuff I see this week. Move! Nice parry. Tornado kick. Power stance. Front kick. I'm going to rewind. There's so much going on there. But I'm going to rewind and play it back to the gun grab, because that was just well done. Excellent power stance. I can't say that enough. Power stance, power stance, power stance. I don't care if you're 4'2". A good power stance, man, you look like a giant. All right, I would love to be able to freeze frame this where you can actually see the muzzle flash, but that gives the appearance that it's a full load blank or a live round type muzzle flash. It's actually more pronounced than a live round, meaning an actual bullet leaves a muzzle. A full load blank is designed to produce that, right? That big flash, magnesium, whatever. But those are incredibly dangerous because it's throwing burning magnesium out the muzzle. So you're never shooting a full load that close to somebody else. So that's got to be a CG after effect that they've done. And the way they sequence it together is just super clean. Super clean. It's brilliant how they did it. I'm not trying to reveal the magic here. I'm not trying to spoil it for anyone. It is just so freaking cool that they did this. It is so freaking cool. Because the industry doesn't like using guns in videos. Like back whenever MTV actually was about music and did music videos, like, you couldn't get gun stuff on there. It's just awesome, man. Pretty good parry. Drive the muzzle away, maintaining control, wrench it, breaking the wrists, and disarms, and then turns around and just starts burning dudes down. It's just fantastic. I love it. I love it. Nice left cross. The music, dude, such a hilarious touch, man. It's so smart. And it's on like Donkey Kong. Look at this posture. Nice sequence, man. in that last closing sequence of the video, there is something that he's doing every time it's him in singing mode or the present tense singing the song. There's something that he's doing that adds so much energy and power to the lines being delivered, being the song itself. And I'm going to back it up. Icon here, because I just want you to point it out. And what he's doing is how he's moving towards the camera. It's almost like he's pacing or he's throwing a head juke. And he's stepping off the line as he's coming in, and it's cool. I've utilized similar in doing some sword fighting and other weapons too on an approach, and it's so dynamic. Other than just walking straight in, because if it's really a fight, you're not going to come straight at somebody. You're going to keep your head moving. You're going to step off the line and create angles for yourself, right? Well, he's just approaching the camera and he's doing that. And, he's in the jail cell now, right? But as he's singing and he's in that weird industrial, big ceiling fan vent, weird rays of light, aggression, right? He's portraying that aggression as he's like pacing like a caged animal coming at the camera. And dude, that's awesome. Back it up a little bit here, just so you can see it one more again. Oh, and this sequence with the swords, dude, very fluid, swings right through one strike into the next bad guy, and it comes straight back in with the jab. Oh man, or the thrust. Very cool. So just look at the level of aggression in his stance, and also power stances on guitars always. Let me get that music back, bro. Oh, there goes your face, bro. Very fluid. Watch his movement back and forth. He's just pacing. At the very end, he's standing there, and he's on. It's like a square stage or a triangular stage, right? And he's standing at the very point of it, and he just stands straight up, and he does the hand gesture at the very end. It's just he's like bringing it to a point. And I don't know if that's inadvertent or if that's just what the eye saw of the cinematographer director when they were blocking all of that out. I don't know if he just naturally did it and that's what they captured. If that's what happened, then holy crap. It's just every movement he made in the video is purposeful. And typically in music videos, there's a whole lot of just repetitive stuff. Like I'm going to stand here and headbang at the mic, or I'm going to hang onto the mic for dear life. And I'm going to lean into it, right? And lean back, and I'm going to grab the base of the mic and swing it around, right? Or the mic stand. Like there's some very canned movements that you typically see in a music video, right? Or if it's a rap video, it's doing the whole like blonde hair thing. Like, it's so corny. He didn't do corny movements unless he was doing it to be corny, portraying another version that he's killing off. There's just layers upon layers. And I've been going on for a while. Hopefully my sound is good on this. I'm trying to iron this whole mic thing out, man. And try not to get in my own way with this. But thanks for listening to me thus far. I fully intend on doing more of these videos. Been dealing with some sick kids for a while, and they're now good. So I've actually been able to kind of step away and actually rip them out a little bit. Once again, Falling in Reverse. If you haven't already followed them, follow them. While you're at it, go ahead and follow me too if you wouldn't mind. Subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. Their content. This is like a slightly older video. Their newest one is, I don't even feel qualified to comment on it because, one, I'm not a lyrical gangster in that regard, and it is just like a doctorate thesis in rap. It's bad, dude. It's bad. Anywho, y'all have a good one, and I need to go wet my whistle. Till next time, man. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe, and yeah, hug somebody.